The only thing I could say is I woke up to more poison air. Like a religion, right? So hopefully he enjoyed me picking up trash in downtown Phoenix. Hang on, let me try to get the sun out of my... There you go. Just to let everybody know that I'm still alive, trying to survive round after round after round after round after round after round of poison. Because obviously, the Mormons are invading. Let's put it that way. The Masonic Mormons. I was forewarned we're going to do this. So, and like I said, they've crept themselves into all levels of government, crooked government. So you got crooked military, Masonic military, Mormon Masonic military. Then you got the regular Masonic Mormons, and then you got the outer privilege. It's just like the Shriners. Shriners, you have the good Shriners, and you have the bad Shriners. Just like Catholics, you have good Catholics, bad Catholics. Just like the Jews, you have good Jewish people, and you have bad Jewish people. It goes all around. It's quite lateral. In other words, it's pretty much everybody. But I recorded this to upload to Not AirBUS to show you to the extent of which government corruption has gone and wasted money. I'd rather have self-driving cars. The self-driving cars were all over us last night. Waymo, Spymos, at least people are picking up what the hell's going on, and what, they're smart. They're smartened up now. As far as my job in life, I'm done. I ain't got to do anything anymore. I could go crawl under a rock and die and be happy. Because my job was, literally, to go and expose all this. Because remember, this is rich oligarchs, rich people, rich mafias, rich everybody. I mean, if they could kill JFK and his brother Joe, what was it, Robert? They'll have no problem, sweeping me underneath the rocks or the sand or whatever else they want to, wherever, what was that guy's name? I was just telling you, it's really hard for your brain to work during the next day. Jimmy something. He was notoriously known for going up against the rich people. And there's always a joke made about it, where's his body's made. And that's why I did that one video, by the way. My brain cells ain't fully functional yet. Like I said, I just had to get out of the gassed zone because obviously the gassers haven't been caught. They're well protected. I'm telling you, these evil jackasses are very well protected. Well protected. I'm telling you, they can get away with basically murder and nobody will say a word. Why? Money and power. That's all what it's just greed, money, and power. But needless to say, I wanted to get out and make this video. I did all those videos on YouTube, especially here on Not AirBUS, because they just didn't exist. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't see me flying or doing anything out there, just letting, I just show you that I've been there, I know about it, and so I'm just waiting for the 2012 apocalypse, man-made apocalypse to kick off, because obviously that's the designed and, engineered and designed, failures. Remember, things are built to break nowadays. They don't build things to last. I love when I see old cars going through downtown just because, wow, I mean, look, something that is built back then is still working, in this day and age. So, needless to say, but like I said, I've got controllers all around me. Mormon Masons, Freemasons. I mean... I was sick. They had me sick within 1 hour as soon as I showed up in downtown Phoenix. 1 hour. Boom. They were on me that fast to get me back and sick again. Because that's how rich and powerful they are. Rich and powerful. Remember, they've got everybody in their back pocket. They own banks. They own churches. They own everything. If they want something, boom, they snap their fingers. Masonic lodges make it happen. That was what was going on out in Morristown, Arizona with the Masons, by the way. We ran into Freemasonry, and we had a lot of Masons. We even had witches in our church, a Christian church with witches, real witches, MkUltra witches, to be specific. MkUltra, ones that zap. So they cause their husbands to stutter because of the zapping, because of electrocutions and stuff of that nature. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's very real. I mean, 100,000 billion% real. But I figured a video now would be a good time, just because obviously you can see where I'm at. It's pretty peaceful, so I had to ride away to get where it's a little bit quiet. Having to fix the tire on the bike, it got a few thorns, and people borrowed my bike yesterday and, riddled it with thorns. But that's just how life operates. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no good deed doesn't go unpunished. I mean, I guarantee you do something good, the devil's sitting there ready. He's got 6 tasks lined up, ready to just pound your ass into the ground, because that's how they work. Man, I ran into the real devil. You know what I'm saying? He congratulated me because he's like, "Yeah, you're doing your job," and I'm like, "Yeah, you know, you're not helping any." And he taunted and laughed, but needless to say, that was real. He bumps around and jumps into people from time to time, as I've noticed. Because if I'm real, so is he. You know, so is all his minions. I mean, you got to see all the demons that run around downtown Phoenix, especially. There's a lot. But no, I don't want to ramble on too much in 4K because obviously I know these file sizes get very large. But I just want to let you know that I'm on to all the poisoning. What else can you do? People say, "Hey, move." Well, it doesn't matter where you move. These people are going to follow. They hunt. They hunt. Once they've got you zeroed in, once they know you exist, they hunt until you're dead. They will grind you. They will ground you. That's just telling you. That's just how the system operates. That's how it plays. I mean, look at all the money in KSDL, KFFZ, KCHD, KDSL, or KDVT, KPHX, KLUF. Tons of piss money, as I call it, just because they're just going to piss it away doing nothing. Just nothing. Like, that's what our government's... And in fact, it's really not a government. I'd like to tell people there is no government, okay? It's just a bunch of rich people manipulating poor people. That's it. Simply put. But I enjoy, it makes me happy to see when people help the poor people out. I mean, because the Bible tells you the poor are always going to be among you. And obviously Mormons, Masons, Freemasons don't like that. You know, they just want to keep making your life completely miserable. Because they got the money, honey. They got the demons, the power. I mean, what did Legion say? For we are many? Boy, you ain't kidding. Tons. But like I said, don't want to ramble on too long, but just round after round of poison. Controllers. I call them controllers because they're convicts. They're convicts that have been basically cooked so that way they're going to do whatever their controllers tell them. They're higher ups. Like Lucifer, he's got a controller. I met the controller. Pretty rich, creepy people. Let's put it that way. Rich, creepy people. You know, what else can I tell you? I live a simple life. You know, I could sit and, you know, I could even sleep right here under the bottom of this tree and be happy. It's going to be a little, you know, unsettling. But hey, I've seen the streets of Phoenix, and I've seen what goes on out in the world. And they didn't want me to become like that. I could definitely tell you that the people that knew about the Mormons falsifying Howard Hughes' will knew what was going to happen. They knew damn well what was going to happen. When my grandfather put his hands on me, and he shook me, and he's like, "It is imperative that you trust Jesus Christ." And I never understood why he said that, you know, until later on. And, you know, when Betty basically, you know, gave him the lowdown of what was going on. So when Betty, you know, said, "Hey, this is who you are," and I'm like, "Oh, wonderful. Now this is why I've been enduring all this stuff. You know, my life is because of this," you know what I'm saying, being manipulated constantly behind the scenes. Sometimes I just feel like running out, you know, leaving the world to its own demise, because obviously it's got money rigged for that demise. I mean, it rigs the system to be bad. I mean, it's pretty bad when you walk around and people don't pick up their trash. It's pretty bad. I mean, I see it a lot. You know, just trash sitting right there, and people just walk, step right up on it. You know, they don't care. They just don't care, just simply put. So that's why I try to set up an example when you see me on Saturday nights cleaning up all that trash at 3 in the morning. You know, pick up your trash, people. Lazy. I mean, this oligarch system is basically paying to trash the planet. I mean, if you go and you watch the original movie Hackers, that's exactly what's going on. Heck the planet, they're trashing the planet. That's exactly what it is. And they got money to do it. Money paid to do this. Bribes, extortion, racketeering. I mean, I've got it all going on around me. So it doesn't matter where I go. It's going to follow. And that's one thing I tell people. It doesn't matter where you go. You just got to stand your ground. You know, do what you got to do to survive. Just because a lot of people do bad things, and they're paid to do bad things. That's their job, is to be paid to do bad things. That's what I've noticed. So, anywho, hopefully this 10-minute video or 11-minute video on YouTube will enlighten your day, especially on a Sunday. A little tired, but other than that, Like I said, they had me poisoned within 1 hour of me being in downtown. It's one I could see why Howard Hughes didn't want to do anything as far as get out, and why he was a hermit or recluse, during his old age, just because obviously, the damage was done. It was over at that point in time. Even like with all the call signing that I get off of the systems, like, hey, you already lost. I'm like, well, if I lost, I wouldn't be here. Okay, if I lost, I wouldn't be alive. So God to keep me alive for some torturing and during long process. That's all I can tell you. And hopefully it helps edify other people. That's one thing I'd explain to my dad. As a good Christian, all you can do is edify, because evil's going to be evil all the way up into the end of the days. Even when Jesus comes back, evil's still going to be around. And I had one thing. My main drive for what I do in downtown Phoenix is, when Jesus comes back, will he find faith on the earth? Will Jesus come back and find anybody who gives a rat's ass about the Bible and believes? That's it. What else can you do? I mean, I'm a one-man army against an 8 billion, I should say, evil society. I mean, they've got more money and resources and stuff built for destruction. I mean, look at the bank trolls, in the sky. Nobody says a word. News don't say a word. I'm sitting in downtown. News don't say a word. I could go into the news agencies and start something, but I just figured that's just not going to help the situation anyway. It'll just make it worse. Like I said, the Waymos are like paparazzi. To me, they're just like the paparazzi. Once they zero in on you, boom, they're just like the paparazzi. They just keep circling you like vultures, looking for data, looking for data, looking for data, looking for data. That's all those things are, data mining devices. Like I said, Waymo lost roughly around $45 billion for gang stalking me yesterday or last night down in Phoenix. So thank you, Mountain View, California, for your communist agendas. Even though you've got the biggest homeless population on planet Earth, you're sending spy cars into Phoenix. Oh, self-driving cars? No, people are just too lazy. Most people that I saw that were riding around in those were just idiots, straight up. People just totally, completely naive to what's going on around them and the world. You know what I'm saying? Liberals, 90% liberals be using those vehicles, by the way. I don't really see many people like old folks and stuff that actually need those vehicles using them. Maybe 1% I've run into, but most of the time I see a Waymo, it's usually empty. So they're still holding the high 90 percentiles on emptiness when they're driving around, and I have a list of all the plates, so I keep one. So when you see me recording and stuff of that nature, that's what I'm doing, is keeping track of the New World Order, Central Intelligence, NSA, CIA, FBI, I mean, whatever other crooked agency, DHS, they're all crooked. They're all controlled by the Masonic government. Doesn't matter which branch. Everybody's got their money, their slice of that pie. Remember, government corruption, military corruption, church corruption, people corruption. So it's basically the big, great corrupting, as the fallen angels had put it. And here I am all alone, trying to fight against a really corrupt system. So anywho, much love, take care, mucho. Just pick up the trash, trust in Jesus Christ, that's it. That's, at this point in time, it's how we just keep trucking. Hopefully those people like Rona get to see these videos, and hopefully it'll affect their lives in a good way, because like I said, I've got evil all around me. Evil, and like I said, they've got that constant, air pollution going on, poisoning going on. They're that desperate. But like I said, hopefully, let's put it this way, Jesus won, okay? Everybody, as long as everybody knows about Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit, that's all that matters. What else can I do? I can take a horse to the water, but I can't make it drink it. But I can definitely show everybody, hey, here's the water, it's clean. You can drink it, it's all right. You're not going to get poisoned like they've tried to do to me like a billion times now. I lost count how many times they've tried to murder and kill me. But needless to say, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Signing off on a beautiful Sunday with a few chemtrail sprayers, commie sprayers as I call them, perforating the sky. Like I said, nuclear power's caught. The whole entire system has been exposed. Everybody. So, like I said, my job is finished. I just go do whatever. But I work my butt off. I try to set it a good example to a certain extent, but sometimes the stress levels can get to you. But other than that, much love. Peace out. And if the women don't find you handsome, hopefully they'll find you handy. Keep your stick on the ice. That's from the old Red Green Show. Men used to watch that on Channel 8. Public television used to be really good around here. But nowadays, television's just, just complete garbage. Internet's even complete garbage. The only thing I find good on the internet is free airplane downloads. And I go and I tour them around, put them a YouTube video up, and hopefully other people get in, enjoy that. All I can say is that it's amazed and surprised me, the videos that I put on YouTube, especially not air guard, of all the airplane flying. I'm impressed. I mean, I didn't expect to get any 1, 2, maybe 3 views, and man, I'm over 8,000. So I gotta say thank you to y'all for even watching. Like I said, I just go to show you and illustrate concepts, ideas, designs. I'm not here to be like you. I'm here to be me. That's it. You do you. Isn't that what they were advertising on the World Series? And by the way, they did provide good security to us on the last day of the World Series. So I got to say a special shout out and thank you to the security people. Everybody was armed. I didn't need a gun. I'm not like Elon Musk where I have to carry a weapon. If you want to go ahead and shoot my ass, go for it. I have nothing to lose. So maybe that's just making them mad. You know what I'm saying? But still, I mean, there's security all around us. If you need a gun that bad, so be it. As long as you use it for the right purposes. Because I was always taught when you pull a gun, you better get ready to use it. So anywho, smell you later. New World Order, Old World Order, because that's who it is. That's who I'm fighting. And as I fight off another round of air pollution, poisoning, and more Mormon attacks, because it's really the Mormons behind the scenes, because they're going to lose a lot of money because of my existence. Okay, it goes to show everybody, those people around them, that they got caught. That's it. I'm done. Like I said, hope you have a beautiful Sunday. Pick up the trash if you see it. You don't have to pick up all the trash. Just pick up 1, 2 pieces of trash. You know what I'm saying? But just help me out. My back's killing me from all that trash that I didn't pick up last night. So anywho, take care mucho. And much love to the city of Phoenix and anybody else who's helping out. Like I said, we're fighting up against the really rich and powerful and corrupt. Ciao.